Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Extreme Tarot. This video today is all about this new moon in Cancer. I already did like a reading for the energies. I did pull a few cards for this today just because well, I have this, it's the Journey of Love Oracle deck. And I just wanted to read just these two messages here. I know that these Cancer moons can be very intense. A lot of times they could feel like a full moon, even though it is like a new moon. Cancer is a very like emotionally intense energy. I feel like this moon in particular, I did pull some cards. We had the fixed moon, hold your vision, and it's time to release negativity. Again, full moon in Scorpio. It's that watery full moon, which can be very intense. Scorpio is a very intense energy. So, and I also think that, I know like new moons, it's like a new start. It's a great time to set intentions and things like that. And it's like a lot of times with the new moons, it's like starting something new. But in this case, I feel like it's more about starting to look inward and starting to like kind of like assess. Like I pulled this card and as you can see, she's like looking in the mirror. I think it's like a really good time to kind of like sit with yourself, hunker down, and just like kind of like examine yourself and like your beliefs and your feelings and things like that. So let me read these two cards here quick, and then just if it resonates and it sounds like something you're going through, then maybe spirit wants you to like try some of the stuff. We're gonna go over how to like make moon water, especially for this Cancer new moon. Like it's tonight. I would really, especially if you want to grow your intuition and things like that, it's like a great moon for that. All you really have to do, I mean, I'll tell you how to do it, is just like put water outside, but like I'll tell you like specifically like ways to do it to get the most out of it or whatever. But let me just read these quick. And oh look, I just opened to this, let the feminine lead the way, and that was on the bottom of the deck, so I feel like spirit wants me to read that too. So, the feminine principle in you, whether man or woman, is the way forward in your life now. She is the principle of feeling and of surrender. She feels the intelligence of the divine guiding light in a way that the masculine principle cannot at this time. You may not see where you are going, therefore, but you can feel your way forward. Trust her. Let your mind go and let your senses lead you, becoming more exquisite and communicative. Be led by your heart. Don't worry if you don't know all the details yet or how it's going to work out. She knows the way. Let her lead. This oracle brings confirmation to you that what you have been feeling or sensing, even without any logical physical evidence, is worth following up on. Trust your senses over appearances. Trust your intuition over your intellect. You are letting feminine wisdom guide you, and she will steer you in the best direction. So that's like the first vibe. Also, I'm gonna put timestamps if you don't want to like be a part of this and you just want to skip to like the moon water and things like that. Like, please check the timestamps. You don't have to listen to this. But just if you are interested. So yeah, I really feel like spirit is wanting you to like it was saying, feel your way forward. Like, sit with your emotions. Like, really like dig into why like any negative like perceptions about yourself with these two cards together, and the fact that they're both purple like this. It's time to release negativity. And then into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. First of all, they both rhyme. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's like that's making me think negative thoughts about yourself. I think it's time to have this sort of like, to recognize this pattern of like, I think you hold this vision of yourself that's maybe not in the best light, and it's very like hard on yourself. Like, you're very hard on yourself. And I don't know, if you're trying to manifest things, if you're trying to like better your life, and like this, a new moon is the time to set intentions. If you're being hard on yourself, or if you're trying to like, say you're trying to start a new business, but you don't see the value in yourself, that's gonna affect, like, in order to like get value out of something, it's like you have to see, like, put value into it. So if you're trying to start a business based on yourself, you're trying to like find love or something like that, if you don't see the value in yourself, like, I feel like it's gonna be difficult to like reflect back like a manifestation that is like you bringing value to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that needs to be fixed first, and I think that's what spirit is asking you to do, because it says hold your vision, but don't let your past hold you back. Like, and what you need to release is under that. So it's like you need to like examine like your self-perceptions, I would say. It's like I know a lot of times Cancer can be about your family and things like that. So maybe like the way you've grown up and like the things, legacy of light. Let's look into this real quick. I think that's about, oh my God, I just like flipped right to that too. That's crazy. So legacy of light, I think this is all about your ancestors. You are called to bear light, to carry forward the legacy of a spiritual lineage of wisdom and deep service to the earth. You are a part of that spiritual lineage, a belonging that extends through generations past and generations yet to come. Honor the importance of your task and realize that you are a light bearer, that you carry a legacy of consciousness and embodiment of light upon this earth, to share for the betterment of future generations. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. This oracle says to you that you have connected more powerfully with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is helping you fully activate your divine life mission and purpose. It is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. You are acknowledged as a jewel of light upon this earth, as an important link in a heavenly chain of divine awakening. This oracle also brings confirmation, if needed, that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your own personal healing, but about healing the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance, meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance, and ask that your own relationships be assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into more conscious love now. Into more consciousness of love now. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, there's something about healing ancestral lines, and it's like sometimes like it's good to like also like examine the patterns of your family. I know in my family it's like kind of interesting, like because like my dad has green eyes and I have green eyes. My mom has these like, I don't know what you call it, honey colored golden eyes, hazel eyes, and so does my sister. And like for, in my opinion, that's always like marked us as like I have like the task of like kind of breaking the karmic cycles on my dad's side, and maybe like my sister or even my niece, because my niece was, you know, like really like the last one in that legacy on my mom's side. She has the same color eyes as like my sister and my mom. Like I always feel like maybe she's the one to break the pattern on their side. I don't know, this is just like theories that I have. Like I mean, I don't know if the eyes really matter, but I feel like it's like spirit's way of like marking kind of like what issues. And I have like cycled through and broken a lot of like the patterns of like my ancestral line, so on my dad's side, and that's been like a lot of like my spiritual work. But oh my God, I keep like turning right to these pages, it's so crazy. All right, let's just read this. There is a choice that you need to make. You are aware of it already, or it is coming to your awareness very soon. Embrace the unknown and say yes. You have the opportunity to enrich your world, to receive and therefore be able to share much more. If anxiety or fear arises, guilt or shame, treat it as the cleansing of your emotional waters, as they receive so much more inflow from the divine ocean. Let the old layers rise to the surface of your awareness to be washed away. What seems to be so much in the context of your own emotional waters is not so much at all when compared to what the great ocean is capable of holding. So let the divine ocean take the old, washing it away from you and replenishing you with the new, that you may serve life all the better. This oracle brings you guidance. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. That is like my favorite line of like any oracle book. It is safe to choose now. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. A lot of times we spend time just being like, should I do? What should I do? Is this wrong? Is this right? Like, if it feels right to you, go for it and like learn the lesson, or like be blessed, like whatever's supposed to happen. I just like love that. I like think about that quote a lot. Let's read it one more time. There is no wrong choice, just a choice that resonates with your heart. If it is challenging you, that is an opportunity for you to let the divine cleanse and lift you into the vibration where you feel at peace with your choice, where you can accept the grace it will bring to you. Do this now. It is your time to step up, make your life easier on yourself, and open to love in a more trusting way. Come now, the divine is calling you to play. So, wow. I feel like there could be some crying, there could be some like, you know, emotional ups and downs. Like Cancer moons are very intense. I remember like the most intense weekend of my life was like this Cancer full moon that we had back in 2020. I had just like quit my job, and I remember like it was like 2 weeks after I quit too, but like it just like really hit me. Like I wasn't gonna see these people. It was a community I love. My two best friends worked there. Like it was really hard for me to realize like, yeah, I'm still friends with them now too, but it's like I don't see them every day. It just like really hit me that day that like it's like some core kind of people like it wasn't actually my family, but it was like a place, you know, sometimes like your job feels like your home, you know, and it's really hard to like make that change, even though I did feel like I had to make that change, that choice. So maybe there's something like that where you're trying to decide, should I move with Cancer? Should I move away, like have some sort of new start, like away from some people, even if you're like trying to like move out for the first time on your own, like leave the nest, things like that. It could be these kinds of issues coming up to do with your house, your security, like the people that you consider family, your ancestral line. You might have to make some sort of a choice to release some sort of negative situation. It could just be about yourself. But I think whatever it is, Spirit is wanting you to take the time to like go inside and like and think about this and like give yourself permission to make whatever choice you need to make. Okay, so that concludes the lecture portion of this video. So let's talk about these Cancer new moons. Now, I remember watching a video of Stargirl, the Practical Witch, where she had said that the Cancer new moon is like the best time to make moon water for like trying to build your intuition and things like that. It's so easy to make moon water. We're just gonna go through it quick. So if you don't, I have this bottle. It's like this crystal water bottle. I have amethyst and quartz in there. That's really good for like the crown chakra and trying to like connect with like divine guidance and things like that. I feel like that's a big theme of this new moon in Cancer, and just any new moon in Cancer or moon in Cancer. So you just get like a bottle. If you don't have this little compartment for your crystals, you don't need it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could just, I just bought this like years ago. I just have had it for a while now, and it's cool. It like unscrews on the bottom. But you could just like set up a jar outside with water in it and just put some crystals like on the top of it, you know, and just, if you have quartz or amethyst, I feel like those are pretty like common crystals like for people to have, but you don't need the crystals. Like, as long as the moon like hits the water, like you're good. But like the first thing you do when you make moon water, and I'm also gonna link my blog below. I kind of like wrote how to do this moon water, and I also linked a video. It's Stargirl, the Practical Witch. It's a video that I first learned about moon water ever, so that's where like this information is basically coming from. So I linked that. It's linked to my blog if you want to take a look at that. So let's see. So the first thing you would do is like somehow cleanse out your water bottle. You can do that with salt, like salt water if you don't have any sage. But you just want to like, oh, this still has some water in it. It's okay. But you know, you just want to like cleanse out the energies, basically. Let that smoke get up in there. Yeah. Okay. So we have that. Just give myself a little cleanse too while I'm at it. And then they say it's better, like the purer water, the better. Like to me, there's no more pure water than Fiji water. It's my fave. So I don't know. I think it's something with the pH level. Again, that's in that Stargirl, the Practical Witch video. So I will try to link that below. And you know, you just fill up your water bottle. There you go. And we're not gonna have another new moon for a year, so it's like, I don't know, I really want to like connect more with my intuition, even though I feel like I am pretty intuitive. Like, there's always room for improvement, always. That's something I believe. So that's that. And then I would take this, if you want like right intentions, that's like very powerful. Or you know what else you could do is like, I'm gonna link that below too. It's Reiki Rachael. She does these new moon energy activations. So I don't think she did it for this new moon specifically yet, this new moon in Cancer, but she did do one last year for the new moon in Cancer. So I'm gonna link that, and you can like infuse your water with that like new moon in Cancer energy that she channels, and then like put it out in the moonlight. So it's like a double whammy. Like, you know, I feel like it'll make the moon water extra powerful. So that's something you could do, and you could write your intentions. Something like I'm thinking about with this glamour and that whole thing about having like negative opinions of yourself that I was kind of picking up, is that it might be a good idea to instead of, you know, like usually when you write intentions, it's like, I am successful, like I am lovable, whatever. Like, I almost feel like it's to change the wording, instead of like I am, it's like I earned the right to success. I earned the right to like how am I trying to say this? Like, I've earned the right to have good things in my life, especially if you have been doing the work, or you know, you try to be a good person every day, or like whatever. It's like, no, I've earned this, like, because then it implies that like you have put in this hard work, and that you're not just, a lot of times, like I said, we have these negative self-perceptions of ourselves. So something like, I choose to be, I've earned this right to love and happiness, like I've earned the right for abundance. Like, just like explore those sorts of things, and just like whatever you're trying to manifest and you're having trouble with. So I've earned the right, like, to connect more with spirit, you know what I mean? Something like that, where like you have been putting in the work. Oh my god, I made this a mess. I'm just gonna like mop this up with my sleeve. Ooh. So, oh my god, this dog hair. Yeah, so something like that, you know what I mean? Just set your intentions, write them on a piece of paper, and just like when you put your moon water outside, or you could just put it in the windowsill, like whatever, but like you could put the paper underneath, you know what I mean? And if you ever heard of those experiments, I forget who did it with water, where he just wrote the word love, hate, like all these like good and bad like words, and he had water bottled like from the same source, and then he froze it with the words like taped to it. Like all the bottles that had the words like love and trust and things like that, like froze into these beautiful like symmetrical like geometric shapes, and all the words that had like hate and things like that were like fragmented and just ugly kind of like shape, like, you know what I mean? Like, so don't underestimate the power that words can have on water, and like we're made of water, so it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like if that makes sense. Also spiritual baths. I feel like Cancer especially, oh my god, what a great time to take a spiritual bath. If you don't know how to do that, it's very simple. Like, clean your bathroom. Well, first, okay, this is how it goes. First, take a shower. Like, really wash your hair, like, clean everything. I like to floss. I like to really, like, clean my teeth, clean everything. Then I like to clean my whole bathroom, scrub my tub, everything. Like, make everything super clean, sage everything, sage myself. And then it's like, you know, after you've like taken your shower, it's like you run the bath, you put like salt water in it. You can put whatever you want in there, flowers, herbs. You could put crystals, again, like amethyst, or what's that one? I can't think of the name of it. It's any like blue or purple crystals, basically. Labradorite, that's what I was gonna say. Labradorite, that's really like with the third eye chakra and things like that. Even rose quartz, it is like a emotional moon. And sometimes, you know, depending on how you connect with your intuition, some people do so through the heart, like clairsentience, I forgot how you say that. And then like others through like claircognizance, clairvoyance, like there's all different ways. So like figure out which way that you connect. I more so connect with like claircognizance. I resonate with that. So like I'm very much interested in like the crown chakra. I feel like things come to me through like my brain. But I know a lot of other people, they feel things, they see things, they hear things, whatever it is. So kind of like relate like which sorts of, you know, crystals like you want to use for your bath in that way. Also, what was I just gonna say? I mean, I don't know, if you're like embarrassed to take like a spiritual bath, but all you need is like some Epsom salt. Just say you have sore muscles. I know like sometimes we're like, I don't want people to think I'm weird, like doing these like weird rituals, but you know, whatever. You don't even need to take a bath. You could do that whole thing that I described, like clean your bathroom, take a nice shower, and then you can just like kind of fill up a container with like that salt water, and just like, you know, go in the shower and just kind of like cleanse yourself with that. No one has to know, you know what I mean? It's whatever. Like, I've like tried to hide my spirituality sometimes, so I didn't want people to think I was weird. That like I didn't really, like my neighbors, or if you have roommates or something, like they don't need to know what you're doing. Like, you know, I don't think that's wrong to keep like certain aspects of yourself private. But also, oh, if you want to do the spiritual bath, Reiki Rachael, she has another thing that's like a full energy cleanse, because that's like the point of a spiritual bath, to kind of cleanse your emotional waters. I especially think this one could be like very emotional moon, just based on like what I was reading from these cards about the waters coming up to be washed away. I think spirit really wants you to kind of like work with water. If you can like go to the ocean or something like that too, that could be very healing. You don't like have to do it in a bath, but if you can't, I think it's a great way to sort of like cleanse like your emotional body, especially if you have been very like up and down and feeling these intense emotions that are like indicated here with the Scorpio card. I think it would be a great way to kind of like cleanse your energy, like reset yourself, and just get yourself into like a better headspace. Another activity you could do is cleanse your home. Cancer is all about the home, your space. Think about it, even has its shell, it carries its home with him, the little crab. So it's like, it's a great time to like do like a deep clean of your house, clean everything, clean the floors, clean the bathroom, wash your laundry, clean your sheets. Like, it's like a great time to do all that kind of thing. Dust, get in the corners. And then like you can do like kind of Reiki Rachel. I recommend using Reiki for so many different things, but you can play this Reiki video that like cleanses your space while you like sage, open up the windows, like get all that negative energy out, especially if you've been in sort of like a dark place, holding on to these visions of yourself in like a negative light. I feel like you could have just been sitting and stewing on your emotions and your failures and things like that. It's like, you know, that's part of being human, but you know, like cleanse it out, and so you can give yourself like a fresh perspective to like start this new cycle with, you know. And with this choice, it's like it's up to you to do that. Like cleanse yourself, like, you know what I mean, like release some of the weight, like take care of yourself. Like Cancer is all about nurturing, and I feel like this is all about like nurturing yourself as well. So yeah, I guess anything else I want to say about new moon? Yeah, I mean, when you write your intentions, I think I already talked about it. You could write like, I've earned the right to be loved, like I've earned the right to be successful, like especially if you have been putting in the hard work, like I've earned the right to my freedom. If you're stuck in a situation that you want to escape from, like you just have earned that right by being a human, and we all have the right to our freedom, you know, on a human level. So yeah, I think that is all I really had to say today. Reiki Rachel, I can't recommend her enough. She probably will have a new moon video coming out for this particular moon, but if not, I have linked the one from last year if you just want to like charge up your water or just like sit and do this Reiki. It's a great time to meditate and just sit and think about certain things and cry. Like, it's just, if it has to come out, it's better out than in. Or anger, whatever emotions you've been like holding in, I am like getting a sense that there is. And especially look into your ancestral patterns, or even just your family patterns and the family that you have in this lifetime. Like, you could talk to your family, your parents, about how like their childhood was, to see if you can see any patterns there, and like figure out how you can sort of like break the mold and just kind of be your own person. It's like very powerful work when you do things like that. So it like frees you like from these generational like karma and baggage, like, you know, and like lets you be your own person. It's like, but again, it's a choice you have to make. So all right guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know. It's something new I tried. So yeah, happy new moon in Cancer. It might be a rough one, but you guys know how to take care of yourselves, so you'll be good. All right guys, thank you. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.